Good morning and welcome back. This is Sarah, your socially awkward seller, bringing another daily vlog to you. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. And I am a full-time reseller on eBay, Poshmark, Amazon, Mercari, and Facebook Marketplace. There's some crap on Etsy, but it never sells. I am going to show you a couple things that sold overnight and maybe sold a day or two ago, but they just paid for it overnight. And yeah, so I have not done any work per se for eBay yet, but I have gotten some housework done. So maybe eBay this afternoon, maybe not. I ain't promising nothing. So I sold this. I've had this Advent wreath. I think you can see it there. Yeah, for about 2 years at least. And recently I dropped the price on it, and I sent an offer that I sent an offer out for $24.99 plus shipping. They took that, so that's gonna be gone. I sold this Caboodles makeup case carrier. I love this. This is a vintage one. This one smells like, you know, baby powder, face powder, that cosmetic smell from the 80s, a little baby soft powder in there. Anyway, this sold for $23 plus shipping. I have a small store that I list a lot of paper goods and vintage items on, and this sold on that store. I received an offer of $10 for this book, and I accepted that. I probably should have kept it for reference materials for my graphic novel, but I had about 4 different books in this series, and I think I paid $1 each for them, and I have sold each of them for at least $10, but I think a couple of them sold for a little more. So that's $10 plus shipping. You know how we love some flatware. Sorry, that's noisy. I got an offer this morning for $12 on this non-name brand flatware. This is nothing fancy. Actually, it's the opposite of fancy. It's kind of like low-key. And the buyer sent me the offer and said, I really only need the 4 spoons out of it. So I think I had it listed for like $20. They offered me $12. And I decided to take it. They paid full shipping, so I'm just going to send them all of that, because they were like, you can just keep the rest. So I messaged and said, you know, if you want the rest of it, I'll just throw it all in. And he responded, well, you know, if you can relist it and make money, do that. Or if you want to, I'm fine either way. So I'm going to send him all of that. I just listed this not too long ago. Maybe Wednesday or Thursday. Wednesday, maybe? Maybe last Sunday. I can't really remember. This is a American Harvest, one of those convection ovens. And I sold this. I don't think I paid much for this. $5 or something. Sold this for $49.99, and they paid about $44 in shipping. But I think I can actually break this down and maybe return some of that shipping, because that's an exorbitant amount of shipping. So I'm going to try and see if I can, you know, be able to refund a little bit of their money. I don't worry about it if it's a couple of bucks, because of the amount of money that, you know, is necessary for packing materials and the time and stuff that it takes to do that. But $44 is a lot of shipping, so I'll see what I can do for them. But I think actually this motor, this arm, comes completely off, and I should be able to stack all these pieces. We'll see how that goes. My heart is not in shipping today, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do it. But then the other part of me says you need to, because next week's Thanksgiving, and they probably need some of this stuff for Thanksgiving. Okay, maybe not the caboodles, but anyway. And then finally, I sold this. I think there's 46 pieces, 48 pieces of Oneida Wordsworth flatware. I had this listed for $129. I received a best offer of $95. That's what the pattern looks like. And I took that, and they've already paid and paid shipping. And that's what I got going on so far. I had a local sale yesterday of $10, and it was just a little tiny coffee pot that I bought for myself and then decided I didn't want to use it. Like one of those little Bialetti mocha pots like the Italians use. And I decided I didn't want that. So I sold it. I made $5 on it, and they came to my door and picked it up. I was happy with that. And then today I've got a lady coming in just a little bit to look at, I'm not wearing my watch, to look at an entertainment credenza that I've got upstairs sitting in my living room that I need to get sold. And it is one that I got for free with the storage unit. So I'm hoping she takes that. I've got that price down to $35 so I can get it out of the living room. Hopefully that will go today. I'll let you know later. I will be back and I will tell you what happened today.
I just want to thank people for being on the phone while I'm trying to be out in public and you're not paying attention to your kids. I don't want to hear about your grandma's bull. I don't want to hear about Tommy and Sheila breaking up. And I sure don't want to hear this conversation when I only hear the half of it. God love them. I just don't know why y'all can't do that in the car. I ain't doing it.
Okay, folks, it is in the afternoon. About 4 hours has gone by since I started the first clip, and I've drafted 10 things. That ain't all I've done, but I did draft 10 things, and I will work on listing tomorrow, getting those live tomorrow. And whenever I feel like I haven't done enough work, like I've only drafted 10 things, I think in terms of the dollar figure. So I drafted those 10 things, but I drafted about $350 worth of items. So I don't feel so bad. See, you got to build yourself up instead of tearing yourself down. Yeah, I learned that in rehab. So I did go out and I thought, you know, I'm just going to run into the Goodwill and see what they got. And then all of a sudden, it was like I was finding Easter eggs. Stuff that I wanted, stuff that I needed, and stuff for resale. It was like a trifecta. So let's talk about something that I wanted. I didn't know I want. That's the good thing about Goodwill. They got stuff there you don't know you want until you see it. And then the price connects with you. And then you're like, oh, I wanted that. I didn't even know. This, I didn't know what it was. I had to look it up. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I really want it. So this is an herb keeper. You take this out. It's got slots in the bottom that let the moisture up into it. But you can put your fresh herbs in here. And you fill this up with water. Stick that down in there and put it in your fridge, and it keeps your herbs fresh. I actually don't buy a lot of herbs, but I do buy a bunch of mint, like once a week or once every 2 weeks, because we have mint tea almost every night. So instead of the drinking glass water mint plastic bag situation that I currently have that works actually really well, I'm going to try this herb keeper just because I'm always afraid I'm going to knock that glass over and break it in the fridge. So anyway, that's what I got this for. See, I can justify just about anything. This is the 8 of power, and it's tasty. Holly's been looking for a big pot, so I found this one for $3.99. That'll be nice for those mashed potato, big piles of mashed potatoes that I'm gonna have in a couple of days. Mashed potatoes. Okay. I found this pitcher for $2.99. I could care less about the pitcher, but in it was a bunch of disposable serving serveware that I was going to need to buy. So I got quite a bit in here for $2.99, plus a cake server. Life is good. So I will use this at her Thanksgiving. I bought this volumetric exerciser. And it does not give you great abs, but it does give you great lungs. So you use this to exercise your lungs and to expand their capacity. And since I suffer from asthma, I thought maybe this would be something that I would want. It might not be. It might go with all the other gadgets that I never use. We'll just keep that. We'll just keep that to ourselves. I thought these were pretty. I don't know if they're worth anything, but I'm going to list them. It's a serving set. It's a salad serving set, or a spoon and a fork, however you want to look at it. The handles are glass, and they're really pretty, really heavy. This is a nice set. I paid $1.99 for it. I'm going to list these somewhere in the neighborhood of $15. Let's see. I got lots of stuff. Holly does beach decor. Picked her up this candle for $3.99. And I picked her up this picture for $5.99. One of my finds of the day I was so excited about, I couldn't believe when I saw the price, is this Lodge cast iron skillet. Look at the size of that thing. Now it does have some schmutz there. It probably needs to be maybe seasoned or maybe just cleaned. I'm not sure. But they had this marked for $5.99. It was still on the cart. I snatched it. And I will look this up, and I'll try maybe to local sell it because, you know, it's heavy and it's big. And if that doesn't work, then I will list it on eBay. So there's that. And then I found this that if I had a big kitchen, I would keep. Oh, look at that chicken wire. Oh, it's wonderful. Anyway, it's this 2-tier shelf, and the little baskets come out. And I paid $3.99 for this, and I'm going to list it locally for about $15. And then just a couple more things. I found this creeper. It is a vintage Sears heavy-duty creeper. It's in really good condition. It rolls really easily. And I paid $5.99 for this, I believe. Hold on. Yes, $5.99 for this. And I'm going to list that locally. This is union made, so it's probably fairly old. I may list this on Facebook. I don't know. We'll see. Or on eBay. I'll just have to see. And then the last thing that I picked up, also for local resale, I just don't know if I'm going to rehab it or not, is this 3-tier, look at that, 3-tier metal stand with baskets. It is adorable. I love it. I would keep it if I had $1 million. Probably not if I had $1 million, but if I had space, which, you know, is at a premium here in my tiny little home. But I paid $3.99 for that, and I don't know why. I don't know if the pricer today was drunk. If he was, good for me. But I got a bunch of good deals today. I spent $46. Of course, some of this was not for resale, but I should make, let's see, 20, 50, I would say like $75 on my resale stuff. I'm guessing on the skillet. I'm just guessing that that's about $20, but it could be very well be much more considering it's a Lodge skillet and it's that size. I mean, that's a big skillet. So anyway, that's all I got for you today. Tomorrow is going to be pretty much a listing day. I'll set up the photo booth in the morning. I am going to go have coffee with my daughter and hang out with the grandkids for a little while, take the things that I bought over for her, and then I'll come back and work for several hours and hopefully get some stuff done. And I will also be working on getting all my shipping done tomorrow night, because I hate it on Mondays when I've got 18 things to ship. Okay, like that happens that often. And they're all bulky, and they, I have to Frankenbox and bubble wrap and all of those other hyphenated words that apply. So I'll probably work on that tomorrow. So anyway, enough rambling, okay? Enough. Thank you for being here. Like, subscribe, comment. Let's see, question of the day is, I have no earthly idea. Tell me where you are. Tell me where you are in the world, if you care to. You don't have to be so specific. I don't need to know the street or the city. Just tell me where you are in the world. Put that in the comments below. You all know that I'm in Columbus, Ohio, and but I'm not from Columbus, Ohio. I'll never claim it. I just can't. Anyway, just remember that the dream works when you do. So keep dreaming and keep working, and I'll see you guys the next time. Goodbye.